गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्बा त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटं नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितं लोके सज्जनषट्पदैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयात् भारतपङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसिनः श्रेयसे। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। गीताशास्त्रमिदं पुण्यं यः पठेत् प्रयतः पुमान् विष्णोः पदमवाप्नोति भयशोकविवर्जितः। गीताध्ययनशीलस्य प्राणायामपरस्य च नैव सन्ति हि पापानि पूर्वजन्मकृतानि च। मलनिर्मोचनं पुंसां जलस्नानं दिने दिने सकृद्गीताम्भसि स्नानं संसारमलनाशनम्। गीता सुगीता कर्तव्या किमन्यैः शास्त्रविस्तरैः या स्वयं पद्मनाभस्य मुखपद्माद्विनिःसृता। भारतामृतसर्वस्वं विष्णोर्वक्त्राद्विनिःसृतम् गीता गङ्गोदकं पीत्वा पुनर्जन्म न विद्यते। सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्। एकं शास्त्रं देवकीपुत्रगीतमेको देवो देवकीपुत्र एव। एको मन्त्रस्तस्य नामानि यानि कर्माप्येकं तस्य देवस्य सेवा। शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभांगं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिभिर्ध्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथं यं ब्रह्मा वरुणीन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुः सुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः। यदक्षरपदभ्रष्टं मात्राहीनं च यद्भवेत् तत्सर्वं क्षम्यतां देवनारायण नमोऽस्तु ते। कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि। अस्तु, गतसप्ताहे वयं किं पठितवन्तः?
नमस्कारः महोदय।
नमस्ते भगिनी।
नमस्ते महोदय।
नमस्कारः महोदय।
नमस्ते नमस्ते।
कंप्लीट अयिंది।
द्विगुसमासः अभवत् खलु? द्विगु तदा सो बहुव्रीहिः इति पठनीयं, किन्तु समासपुस्तके नैतत्पुरुष अनन्तरं कुसमासः गतिसमासः अपि सन्ति, ते अपि अस्माभिः पठनीयं। सो कुसमासः समासपुस्तके 46 पेज नंबर। समासपुस्तके कुसमासः नै प्रभृतयः। अत्र नै समासः गतसप्ताहे एव वयं पठितवन्तः। इदानीं कुसमासः इति पठनीयम्। सो कुशब्दः सुबन्तेन नित्यं समस्ते, अतः अस्वपदविग्रहः। कुशब्दः सुबन्तेन नित्यं समस्ते, अतः अस्वपदविग्रहः। अस्वपदविग्रहः इत्युक्ते विग्रहवाक्ये समासे कानि पदानि सन्ति तानि विग्रहवाक्ये नास्ति। अस्वपद स्वपदसमासः। स्वपदविग्रहः इत्युक्ते समस्तपदे के पदानि सन्ति, कानि पदानि सन्ति तानि एव विग्रहवाक्यं भवति। अस्वपदविग्रहः इत्युक्ते विग्रहवाक्ये अन्यपदानि भवन्ति। सो कुशब्दः सुबन्तेन नित्यं समस्ते। सो अत्र कुगतिप्रादयः इति पाणिनीयसूत्रम् अस्ति। कुगतिप्रादयः। सो कुगतिप्रादयः इत्युक्ते प्रादयः। फर्स्ट वी नीड टू नो अबाउट व्हाट प्रादयः इज। प्रादयः इज pra and words of such sort means basically upasargas. If you are familiar with the 22 upasargas, these are nothing but the same upasargas, but they are also referred to as nipata when if it is not representing an object. If it is not representing an object, it is also considered as nipata. When it comes with a dhatu, it is called upasarga. So sometimes they will be used as upasarga and sometimes they will be used as nipata. So for that also there is a sutra that states that nipataha upasargaha cha. Okay. So basically this is a set of words which are referred to as pradayah are called nipataha and upasargaha. When they come in join with when they are used along with the dhatu, they are referred to as upasargaha. Upasargaha kriya yoge. That is the Paniniya Sutra that defines that. So whenever they are used with a Kriya, they are labeled as Upasarga. Otherwise, they are called Nipatas. Okay. So we have 22 such words which come under the label Pradayaha. Now here, what is the Kugati Pradayaha? Ku Shabdaha Avyayam Grihyate Gati pra ityadi samarthena shabdantarena saha nityam samasyante tatpurushaha samasaha bhavati. So basically the ku shabda, okay, and the gati and the pradayaha, all these, when they join with another subanta, samarthena means where there is samyata between the two words, then they form Tatpurusha Samasa. So let us see some examples, then it will be more easy to understand. Kutsitaha Purushaha, Ku Purushaha or Ka Purushaha. So why Ka Purushaha is given? Purusha Shabde Pare Ku ityasya vikalpena Ka ityadeshaha bhavati. So Vibhasha Purushe. As per this Vibhasha Purushe, as per this sutra, sometimes when Ku Shabda, when ku is used along with the Purusha Shabda, it can also vikalpena ka api bhavitum arhati. So ku Purushaha athava ka Purushaha. Kutsitam annam kadannam. Kutsitaha ashvaha kadashvaha. Here again the ku became ka or kat actually. Ajadau uttarapade kat ityadeshaha bhavati. This is as per another sutra. Koho kattat purushechi. Okay, that is as per that. So as per that sutra, what it says is kut is substituted for ku in a tatpurusha samasa when a word beginning with a vowel follows as the second member. So here kutsitam annam ach ajadi ach adi adau asti ataha ajadi shabdaha. So when ku is followed by a ajadi shabdaha, the ku will become kad. Okay, as per this sutra. In the second one also, kutsitaha ashvaha. Atra api dvitiyam padam ajati padam. Ataha ku sthane kad adeshaha bhavati. And then there is an exception case for this. Kad is also substituted before traya. Though traya is not an ajadi shabda, this is an exception for this sutra where kat is substituted for ku when it is followed by traya. So kutsitaha trayaha katrayaha. Okay. Okay, that is an exception case. Anyways, anantaram. So the vibhasha purushe purusha shabde uttarapade vibhasha ka iti adeshaha bhavati. That we have already discussed. So when purusha shabda is there in the uttarapada, the ku shabda will become ka vikalpena, means optionally. Okay. So anantaram gati samasa. So gati sanya yuktam shabdantarena nityam samasyate. Gatirnama kachana sanya. Keshanchit shabdanam paninina gati sanyam vihita. Gati sanya vidhayakani sutrani bahuni santi. Ataha atra tani na ullikhyante. Gati samase sarvam api purvapadam gati sanya yuktam bhavati eva. Iti gneyam. Gati samasaha ayam nityaha. Ataha asvapada vigrahaha pradarshaniyaha. So basically this gati is a sanya padam, means a certain words will be given the name gati. And by Panini there are so many shabdas that are assigned the name gati. So there are so many sutras that indicate that sanya. So which is beyond the scope of what we are doing right now. So they are not given here. Okay. What we have to understand is gati means it is a sanya means name. Okay. Certain words will be given the name gati. That is what we have to understand here in this context. So in a gati samasa, Sarvam api purvapadam gati sanyayuktam bhavati eva iti jneyam. What we need to understand is in a gati samasa, the first word, the purvapadam, gati sanyayuktam bhavati. So they will, those are the words, the purvapadam will be the words which have that gati as sanya. Okay, that is what we need to understand in the context of gati samasa. And this gati samasa nityam bhavati means, what does it mean? Nityam bhavati means it is not used separately. It will be only used in the samasa form. Ataha asvapada vigraha pradarshaniyaha. So the vigraha vakyam for a nitya samasa will usually be asvapada vigraha. Means in the vigraha vakyam, the words which are in the samasa will not be there. Angikaram kritva, uri kritya. Okay, the samasta word for this is uri kritya. Angikaram kritva, again, urari kritya. There are two forms, uri kritya or urari kritya. Angikaram kritva. Angikaram means you are ascertaining. Okay, so uri kritya means to ascertain. Ashuklam shuklam kritva. Shukli kritya. This, whoever has written Kovida exam must be familiar. Shukli kritya. What other words were there?
Spashtikrutya, aspashtam spashtam krutva.
Yes, spashtikritya. Such words we have already studied in Kovida. Patapata iti shabdam kritva, patapata kritya. Khat iti shabdam kritva, khat kritya. Adaram kritva, satkritya. Anadaram kritva, asatkritya. Parishkaram kritva, alankritya. Here parishkaram is to decorate. Okay. In Telugu, we have another meaning for parishkaram, but here in Sanskritam, it means to decorate. So, alankritya. That is why the compound word is alankritya. Abhilasati shayam nihatya. Manohatya. So, this is a peculiar usage. 56 footnotes. Manohatya payaha pipati. Iti ramaniyaha prachina prayogaha. Abhilasha nivritti paryantam payah pibati ityartah. Atra manah shabdah abhilashatishaye vartate. So manohatya payah pibati means to the satisfaction of his manas. He drank milk to the complete satisfaction. In that sense, it is used. Anantaram puraskaram kritva. Puraskritya. Puraskaram is to honor. Tirodhanam prapya. Astangatya means to, tirodhanam means to cover it or to make it disappear. So astangatya is to be like destroyed. Vyavahito bhutva. Tiro bhuya. This also is to make to disappear. So vyavahitaha means we, and avahitaha. Avahitaha means to be more in alignment. So opposite of that is to not be in alignment, to make it disappear. Hastam grihitva, haste kritya means like pariniya, like to marry. Panim grihitva, pano kritya. This also is can be used in the same meaning. Tiraskritva, tiraskritya. So let us see this footnotes. Tiraskritya, upaje kritya, sakshat kritya, urasi kritya, manasi kritya, ityeteshu swapada vigraha darshitaha. Yeshu vikalpena gati sanya vidhanat ubhayatha api prayogaha sadhuhu. Tiraskritva ityadikam vyastam, tiraskritya ityadikam samastam iti jneyam. So earlier, what was it told? The gati samasa words are nitya samasa, means we cannot use it separately. That is what we have, it has been given, right? But here, tiraskritya, upaje kritya, all these words, and another thing that is given is in nitya samasa, asvapada vigraha bhavati. But here Swapada Vigraha is also allowed. Okay, so Tiraskritva and Tiraskritya, both are there in usage. So Tiraskritva is when it is not in Samasa, and Tiraskritya is when it is in Samasa. So this happens, Vikalpena, such application also happens, especially with these words, which is still fine. And we have to understand that Tiraskritva is when it is not in Samasa. Vyastam means when the words are not in Samasa. Tiraskritya, ityadikam samastam. So the Tiraskritya words, Tiraskritya, Urasikritya, all these are in Samasa. That is what we need to understand, though they appear to be same, Tiraskritva. Anantaram upaje kritva, upaje kritya, durbalasya balam adhaya, means supporting a person who is weak. Sakshat kritva, sakshat kritya. So sakshat kritva is the vigraha vakyam, sakshat kritya is the samastapadam. Aprathyaksham pratyaksham kritva. We know that, right? Sakshat means to be present. Urasi kritva, urasi kritya. Urasi means the chati or the vakshasthala bhagam. So approaching means or climbing on, like how a baby can climb on to the chest of the parent. In that sense, we can take abhyupagamya. Anantaram manasi kritva, manasi kritya, nischitya. Means determining. So that is with the gati samasa. Jivi kamiva kritva. Jivi kamiva means to make it alive. Means like animation or a livelihood. In such sense, we can take this. Jivika kritya. Jivikam iva avashyam kritva. Upanishadamiva kritva. Upanishad kritya. Upanishadamiva rahasi grahyatvena kritva. Means in Upanishads, it is said that everything is not very explicit, right? Everything is guhyam, means it is told in a very secretive way. So treating anything as mystery, if something is being treated as mystery without being explicitly told, Upanishad kritya, such prayoga can be used to explain that. Okay. So under pradaya, there are 22 words I have told, right? So we will quickly see. Bagini?
Mahadaya, నమస్కృత్య అన్నది ఇందులో తీసుకోవచ్చా? ఇక్కడ ఇచ్చినవే మనకి సమాసాలా?
ఇంకా ఉంటాయి, బట్ ఇక్కడ more commonly used ones will be given here.
ఓకే.
అయితే నమస్కృత్య నమస్కారం కృత్వా నమస్కృత్య. Maybe you can take it. Okay. So here let us quickly see some words.
Bagini, this is something similar to yak pratyaya. And
Kim Bagini?
This is something similar to yak pratyaya.
The lyapa. Yes. The kritya always, yeah, you can take it like that. The lyap pratyaya is used with upasargas, right?
Correct.
Whenever there is an upasarga, we use lyap pratyaya as per a Paniniya Sutra. So here, because it is being joined with an avyaya, we can take it like a lyap pratyaya only. That is the reason why the lyap is being used. We can take it like that.
Okay.
So here, let us quickly look at the upasargaha or the pradayaha and briefly the meaning also. But anyways, each of these upasargas have multiple meanings, and depending on the context, a particular meaning is taken. the most commonly used meanings are given. And always we have to look at the Shishta Prayogaha. Shishta Prayogaha means the Prayoga made by scholars or rishis. And based on that, we have to understand the usage of these words. So pra means forward or in front or before or primary. Para is away or back. Okay, and then apa also is away, deterioration or negation. And then some always will is used as together. Okay, 1 second, just 1 second. Okay. So apa is also like away, deterioration or negation. Some is always enhancing the meaning of the dhatu. Okay. And then anu, after or along or following or later also. And ava is away or to be, on the downside. Nis and nir both mean away or without or less in that way or from. Dus and dur both have the same meaning, bad or evil or wicked or inferior. And vi is to be to make it separate or away, or negation is also there. Sometimes even intensity is also shown. So the dhatu's meaning will be enhanced. Anantaram ang, so near or towards or from all sides or all around. And then the knee, downward. Sometimes the skill is also shown. Proximity, inclusion, all these meanings can be taken. Later, adhi. Adhi, besides or above or over, in such sense it can be taken. Api. Api is to be near or to join. Ati is too much, exceedingly. Ati. Su is excellent or beautiful or perfect it adds a positive sense. Ud, the word ud, upwards motion. Sometimes it shows superiority also and separation also. And then abhi is from both sides or towards or in the direction of. All these can be used in those senses. And then prati means towards, in the direction of. Prati gacchati, we say, no? So in the direction of, towards. So those are the upasargas. Anantaram, let us see Pradi Samasa. So here in this Pradi Samasa, we have all these Pradayaha words. So Pradayaha, Shabdantarena Nityam Samasyante. So 57. It is in the previous page only, 57. Pradayaha Shabdantarena Nityam Samasyante. Pradayaha means pra, para, apa, sam, ityadayaha, dvavimshatihi. Nitya Samasatvat Aswapada Vigrahaha. Okay. So we have already seen what those 22 Pradayaha are and their meanings also briefly. So any of these 22 words will join with another Subanta and form a Nitya Samasa. Shobhanaha Purushaha, Supurushaha. So we have to remember that the Pradaya, the Vigrahavakya will be using Aswada, Aswapada. So Supurushaha. So here Su in the Vigrahavakya, Shobhanaha Purushaha. Okay, so Shobhanaha Janaha, Sujanaha. Duracharaha Purushaha, Dushpurushaha. Pra Gataha Acharyaha, Pracharyaha. Okay, so here pra ityasya vivaranam gataha iti. Ataha na swapadena vigrahaha abhigataha ityadau api evam eva. Okay, so pra itself is means gataha. So ataha Na swapadena vigraha, abhigataha. In the case of abhigataha also, it is used in the same sense. So pra itself means gataha. So pracharyaha. So here gataha means how do you say that? Passing over means crossing. Crossing in the sense, how do you say that? I'm not getting the word. Superior to.
Overtaking.
Overtaking also we can say. Means crossing the level. Okay, in that sense it is used. So gataha acharyaha pracharyaha means superior to an acharya. So pracharyaha, like how a surpasses. Yeah, that is the word I was looking for. So pracharyaha, the principal surpasses the teacher in the hierarchy. In that sense it is used. Anantaram ati, krantam malam ati malaha. Okay, so here ati, 61 footnotes, atyadayaha krantadhyarthe dvitiyaya. Okay, so here what this means is these are all vartikas. The va in the brackets says that these are all vartikas for the kugati pradayaha. To the sutra kugati pradayaha. So here ati is a pradayaha. It belongs to the one of the 22 words. But here the vigraha vakyam has the dvitiya, krantam malam. Okay, here krantam is in dvitiya vibhakti. So in that sense, it is taken krantadhyarthe, means in the sense of crossing here also. Atikrantaha means crossing. So here atimalaha. In the word atimalaha, the word ati should be taken in the sense of kranta. Kranta means crossing. So excelling a necklace. Atimalaha. So this mala is more beautiful than a necklace. In that sense, it is being used. So here ati means this mala is better than a necklace. In that sense, it is used. So krantam malam. Abhi. Gataha mukham. Abhimukaha. Anantaram. Abhi also in the previous footnotes only he mentioned for abhigataha also. It is in the same sense. Means the abhi is taken in the sense of gataha. So here gataha mukham means abhimukam means in front of. Prati. Gataha aksham. Indriyam. Pratyakshaha. So here again prati is also used in the sense of gata. So gataha aksham. Indriyam. Pratyaksham means in one's presence. Ati. Kranta shvanam. Atishvi. So here ati. Atyadayaha krantadhyarthe dvitiyaya. Here also it is used in the same sense. Ati. So here kranta shvanam means superior to a dog, or sometimes worse than a dog, depending on how you are using it. Say for example, there is some animal which is running faster than a dog. So there atishvi means it is swifter, it is moving much faster than a dog. In that sense, you can use it in a kind of positive way, superior to a dog. And another thing, here it is given in the brackets seva. So atishvi seva, worse than a dog, means if somebody is literally begging others for something, okay, because dogs are known for begging. And they are ready to do anything for a small, for a small thing. So if somebody is showing such kind of a behavior for something very small, if they are overdoing the seva or anything, then they can be compared in this way, atishvi. So he's worse than a dog in begging, in that sense. Anantaram ava. Here it is used avadayaha krushtadhyarthe tritiyaya. Krushta means making a sound. Akrishta, like akrandanam, in that sense. Okay, making a sound. Krishtaha kokilaya. Ava kokilaha. Kokilaya ahutaha. So drawn by the cry of a, drawn by the sound or noise or cry of a kokila. Means when you listen to a koel cooing, you just get drawn to it and move towards that sound. In that sense, ava kokilaha, kokilaya ahutaha. So avadayaha krishtadyarthe tritiyaya. So here we have to take the meaning of ava as krishtaha. Okay, the tritiya vibhakti that is used, kokilaya, indicates that. Okay. Anantaram pari. Paryadayaha glanadyarthe chaturthya. So here pari is taken in the sense of glanaha. Glanaha means exhausted, more of exhausted or averse. You are not willing to do that anymore because either because of exhaustion or aversion. So glanaha adhyayanaya. Paryadhyayanaha. Pariglanaha. So somebody who is exhausted from studying too much. So they don't want to study at that point of time. In that sense, it is used. So, paryadayaha glanadyarthe chaturthya. So, if it is the Vigraha Vakyam has adhyayanaya in the Chaturthi Vibhakti, then the pari should be taken in the sense of glanaha. Nir krantaha kaushambyaha. So, niradayaha krantadyarthe panchamya. Again, krantaha is the same as before, right? So here, Nishkaushambi. What is Kaushambi?
కౌశాంబి నగరం అండి, ఇది ఒక నగరం పేరు కౌశాంబి.
Ah,
కౌశాంబి రాజు ఉదయనుడు అని వాసవదత్త స్వప్నవాసలో ఉంటుంది.
ah. So Kaushambi. So it is the name of a kingdom, Antara.
ఉదయనుడు కౌశాంబికి రాజు, అదే స్వప్నవాసవదత్తకి ఆ కథలో. ఇప్పుడు కౌశాంబిని దాటి అనేటట్టుగా వచ్చిందేమో కదా ఇది క్రాంత అంటే.
అంతే. ఇంకొక మీనింగ్ ఏముందంటే కౌశాంబిహి అంటే అది కొంచెం డిఫరెంట్ శబ్దం. కౌశాంబస్ అంటే వాటర్ ఇన్ విచ్ ద కుషా గ్రాస్ has been boiled. Adi verland ambas kushambas sorry kaushambas shabdam sakaranta. But if we take kaushambihi, then it is the kingdom, like you said. So crossing over the kingdom. Okay. Anantaram ut krantaha kulat. So utkulaha. So outcast from a family. And here we have another Atishvi. There you have a star mark, right? Atishvi. For that star mark, what is given is Atehe Shunaha. This is a Paniniya Sutra which says Ati iti avyayat paraha yaha shvan shabdaha tadantat tatpurushat touch syat strilinge titvat neep. So basically here Atishvi. So touch, so shvan, if ati shabda is followed by shvan shabda, and if it is following and if it is forming a tatpurusha samasa, then touch can happen. The touch pratyaya can be there. But here, and strilinge titvat neep. So if it is a strilinga shabda, the neep means ikaranta will be there. Here the ikaranta took over because here it is indicating seva. Seva is a strilinga shabda, so maybe that is the reason why the ikaranta shabda is taken. Okay, Atishvi. Otherwise, the touch pratyaya comes, Atishva can also be taken. Okay, so that is about Pradi Samasa. Anantaram Upapada Samasah. Upapadam Subantam Shabdantarena Nityam Samasyate. Okay, so Upapadam Subantam. Upapadam Subantam. So the Subantam, which is an Upapadam, will join with another Shabda, with another Subanta to form a Nitya Samasa. Now, what is Upapada? Okay, so here he is saying a Subanta, which is an Upapadam. So, what is an Upapadam? For that, we have a Paniniya Sutra which defines that. And what is given in here? Upapadam nama kachana sanya. Upapada samase sarvamapi purvapadam upapada sanya yuktam bhavati. Nitya samasatvat aswapada vigraha. Like how gati samasa, the purvapadam is gati sanya. Okay, the purvapadam is a word which has the sanya gati. Like that, in upapada samasa also, the purvapadam has upapada sanya. Okay. And it forms a Nitya Samasa, and because of that, Aswapada Vigraha will be there. But now let us see what Upapada is. Tatropapadam Saptamistam. Okay, that is the Paniniya Sutra which defines what an Upapada is. So basically, whenever, again, here also, there are a set of sutras in which a word will be in Saptami Vibhakti, and that word which is in Saptami Vibhakti will be indicating another word. Okay, so that word will be the Upapada. So a word which is being indicated by another word that is in Saptami Vibhakti is called Upapada. So it changes. It is not just that a set of words are labeled as Upapada. It is not like that. So any word which are referred to in these sutras by another word that is in Saptami Vibhakti can be taken as Upapada. So here, say for example, Karmanyan, that is another Paniniya Sutra in which when you do the Padavibhaga, Karmani an. Okay, here Karmani, it is in Saptami Vibhakti. And what is the actual word? Karma. So here means the karma means a word which is a karma padam, which is an accusative, Dvitiya Vibhakti, which is a karma padam. So a word which is a karma padam will get the anpratyaya as per this sutra. In certain cases, there will be other factors that affect that. Not that every karma padam will get anpratyaya, but in this case, in this particular sutra, which I'm just quoting for as an example. So here karmani an. So as per this sutra, the karmani, it is in Saptami Vibhakti. So here the word is karma, which is in Saptami Vibhakti, and what is the karma? It is indicating another word which will be the karma padam, which will be a karma padam. So say for example, if we take kumbham karoti, okay, kumbhakaraha we say. Kumbham kru with the kru dhatu. Kumbham karoti. Karoti means kru dhatu. So here the kru dhatu will get anpratyaya. Why? Because the kumbham is the karma padam. Kumbham karoti. Here kumbham is the karma padam, right? Saha kumbham karoti. So he is making a pot. So here kumbham is a karma padam. So karmani an. So a word which is the karma padam and which gets certain dhatus, which is in connection with certain dhatus, will get anpratyaya. So here this kru is one of such dhatus. It belongs to that list of dhatus. So here the karma padam is joined with the kru dhatu, and so it will get anpratyaya, and so kumbhakaraha it will become. Okay, so here kumbham is called upapada. Okay, so that word which is indicated by another word which is in Saptami Vibhakti in these sutras gets the sanya upapada. So here in this context, the kumbham gets the sanya upapada. Okay, so that is what upapada is. So it will change with usage. It is not like pradayaha, set of words that are called upapadas. Upapadas are any word that can be a karma padam depending on with which dhatu it is being joined. Okay. So here, let us see some examples. It will be more clear. So here for this Upapada Matin, this is the Paniniya Sutra. Now here Upapada Matin is the actual sutra for this Samasa, Upapada Samasa. But for us to understand what an Upapadam is, I referred to that other sutra, Tatra Upapadam Saptami Stham. Tatra Upapadam Saptami Stham. So that will be the Padavibhaga. Anyways, so Anantaram. So an Upapada which does not end in tense affix means tense affix means Subanta means sup ante asti chet subanta. Tinanta means tin ante asti chet tinanta means like how sup is a noun suffix. Tinanta is a verb suffix. Okay, verb means tense, present tense, past tense, that tense. So a upapada which does not end in a tense suffix tinanta is invariably compounded with that with which it is in construction to form a tatpurusha. So basically a upapada which should not have a tinanta. Now here, why that is given, we can simply say upapada because it is a karma padam. Why will there be a situation where it will have a thin suffix? You might get that question, but there will be a situation where that is also there. Those are all exception cases. So Paniniya Sutras will always be very, very, very precise, right? And unambiguous. Unambiguity is another quality of Paniniya Sutras. So to avoid any kind of application or a case, such explanation or such things will also be given. Such additional rules will also be added to the sutra. So a upapada which does not have a tense affix, okay, when it is joined with another subanta will form a tatpurusha samasa. So here again 66 footnotes. Kumbham karoti iti aswapada vigraha upapada samasasya nityatvat ataha tinantena samasaha iti na mantavyam. Okay. So basically here kumbham karoti, here karoti is a tinanta. So it is joining or it is a samasa between a subanta and a tinanta. We should not think like that is what is being told here. Because of the upapada samasa that and because of its aswapada vigraha swabhava, you don't consider, we have to be conscious of the fact that in this vigraha vakya, though there is a kriya padam, we should not think that the kriya padam is part of the samasta padam. Okay, it is only being explained, so that we have to keep in mind. Anantaram. So kumbham karoti iti kumbhakaraha. Nisham karoti iti nishakaraha. Means night. Nisha is night. Tundam parimarshti iti. So parimarshti is to be either removed or purified or cleaned. Tundam is like a belly or a stomach. Okay. So cleaning the stomach. In that sense, you can take. Maybe it is a small aushadam that cleans the stomach, something like that you can think. Ushnam bhunkte iti, ushna bhoji. Somena ishtavan iti, somayaji. Okay, so somayaji is a somena ishtavan, means he who offers a soma. Soma is a kind of offering that is made by the rishis. Shastram karoti iti, shastrakrit or shastrakaraha. In both ways you can take. It indicates a person who has written a shastram, like a rishi. Bhashyam karoti iti, bhashyakrit or bhashyakaraha. Priyam vadati iti, priyam vadaha. So here again we have a footnote. Priyam vadaha ityadavu mumagamaha natu dvitiyayaha aluk. So this is something a little tricky, about which I couldn't get a lot of information, but there is a sutra that says priyavashe vadaha khach. Okay, so the words priya and vasha, both of them when they are followed by the word, by the kriyapadam vad, by the dhatu vad, then the kach affix will come. So priya or vasha, when followed by the kriyapadam vad, the dhatu vad, then the dhatu will get kach pratyaya. Okay, kach pratyaya means the ka indicates the mumagama. Mumagama. So that is why here mumagamaha. Priyam vadaha ityadav mumagamaha natu dvitiyayaha aluk. So we should not consider this as dvitiya vibhakti antam. But we have to recognize that mumagama, mu agame asti. Okay, so priyam vadaha. So let us not go much deeper than that, but for you to understand this footnotes, just to simply understand that the words priya and vasha, when followed by the dhatu vad, will get mum agamena. Okay. So priyam vadaha, that is how it, the priyam vadaha. And what is the other word? Priyam vadaha and vasham vadaha also is there. Vasha vadaha also is there. Vasham vadati iti vasham vadaha. Okay. Bhayam karoti iti bhayankaraha. Abhayam karoti iti abhayankaraha.
Mahoday, karoti iti ekatra karaha ek anyatra karaha vyatyasam kim ardham?
So vyatyasam arthe vyatyasam nasti, kintu again there will be certain shabdas for which the dirgham will become hrasva. Again, that is we will have again some exceptions to certain words where the dirgham will become hrasva. Only because of that, in some places you see hrasva and in some places you see karaha. But artham wise, both are the same.
Astu.
Vasham vadati iti vasham vadaha. Abhayam karoti iti abhayankara. Abhayankaraha. Panditam manyate iti. Atmanam panditam manyate iti. Panditam manyaha. Panditam mani. Means a person who thinks himself as a pandit. Okay. So Atmanam panditam manyate iti. He who thinks of himself as a pandit. Shayyayaha utthayam. Shayyothayam. If in Telugu, if you are familiar with the phrase "Lediki lechinde parugu antam." So whatever means whatever you want to do, sometimes you just get so much into that mood that you will start doing that immediately. This minute we think of it and we start doing it. So in that sense, this is given from what I understood. Let us look at the footnotes. Shayyayaha utthayam ityarabhya tushnim bhutva paryantam swapada vigrahaha darshitaha. So from starting from Shayyayaha utthayam and tushnim bhutva in the last, if you see in the same page for the words that are given. So until there, swapada vigrahaha darshitaha. So if you see, all these words have swapada vigraha, means the vigraha vakyam has the same words as the samasa padam. Tesham vikalpena upapada samasasya vidhanat. Okay. So sometimes the upapada samasa vidhanam is also like that. Again, vikalpena means optionally. Ataha uchchaihi kritva ityadikam vyastam uchchai kritya ityadikam samastam iti jneyam. So both can be used, and like in the previous case only. So uchchaihi kritva or uchchai kritya, both can be used, but we have to recognize that uchchaihi kritva is a asamastam padam and uchchai kritya is a samasta padam. That is regarding that. And now coming to the actual shayothayam. Shayothayam dhavati iti prachinaha prayogaha. Evam nama tvarate yat avashya kartavyam api na apekshate shayyotthanamatram apekshate iti asya vakyasya arthaha. So evam nama tvarate yat avashya kartavyamapi na apekshate. Means though it is not something that needs to be done in such a hurry, shayyotthanamatram apekshate. So doing it as soon as one wakes up in the morning. Ade cheppinattu. In Telugu we have perfectly a matching phrase. Lediki lechinde parugu antam. When somebody is trying to do something which is really not needed to be done in such haste. They can take their time, but they just cannot wait. In that sense, this is being used. Shayothayam. Anantaram. So, uchchai kritya, vinakritya. Vinakritya means not doing, putting it aside, without doing. Nana kritya. Nana means various variety of things. So, causing variation. Ekadha bhutva. Ekadha bhuya. Okay, ekadha means even earlier also we discussed gathering or coming together or making it into one. So making it into one. Ekadha bhuya. Tushnim bhuya. To become silent. That is with Upapada Samasa. And then we have Bahuvrihi. Now here in the Geetha Pravesha book, I think only until Naitat Purusha we have. We don't have Kusamasa, Gati Samasa, right? Those are not given in Geetha Pravesha book. Let me just quickly check. So we completed the Dvigu Samasa and Nai Samasa. That's all. So after that, only Bahuvrihi is there. So let us also see the Bahuvrihi in the Samasa book first, and then we'll go to the Geetha Pravesha book. Bahuvrihi in the Samasa book, page number 50. So Anyasya Padasya Arthe Vartamanam Anekam Subantam Samasyate. Lingatrayepi Bahuvrihi Sambhavati. So in Bahuvrihi Samasa, a particular word can be used in all the three lingas, like Pitambaraha, Pitambari, Pitambaram. Okay, Pitambaraha. Pitam ambaram yasya saha. Pitambari. Pitam ambaram yasyaha sa. Pitambaram. Pitam ambaram yasya tat. Okay, so in that sense, so Pitambaraha, he who wears yellow clothes, Vishnu or Ganapati, anybody. Pitambari, Pitam ambaram yasyaha sa, Lakshmi, Saraswati or Parvati or whoever is wearing. Pitambaram, Pitam ambaram yasya tat. Vigraham. Pitam ambaram vigraham. Pitambaram vigraham. That vigraham which is dressed up in yellow clothes. We can use in that sense. Okay. So here Bahuvrihi Samasa many times can be used in all the three lingas. Samanya Bahuvrihi. Samanadhikarana Bahuvrihi. So Bahuvrihi Samanyaha Visheshascheti Dvidha iti Purvam Uktam. Samanyaha Visheshaha iti Dvidha. Okay, Bahuvrihi is of two types. Samanya and Vishesha. Samanadhikarana Bahuvrihi eva atra Samanya Shabdena Vyavahritaha. Samanyaha Shodha ityuktam. Tesham Shannamapi Prithak Udaharanani atra na ullikhyante. Shatsu Bhedeshu Putra Antarbhavati iti Swayam Uhaniyam. Okay, so there are again 6 kinds in Samanya Bahuvrihi, but all of them are not given separately. We should identify them. Let us see. Udhaha Rathaha Yena Saha. Udha Rathaha. So what Samasa is that? Which kind of Samanya Bahuvrihi is that?
समानाधिकरण बहुव्री
Samanadhikarane api shan, there are 6 kinds, no? That is what. So again, basically here again all the vibhaktis are being used. Depending on that 6 kinds of samanadhikarana bahuvrihi is classified. So udaha rataha yena saha udha rataha.
प्रथमा विभक्तिः
Prathama va
ऊढः रथः both are in प्रथमा विभक्ति
ఏనా ఉంది కదా తృతీయ ఎవరి చేత ఎక్కబడిందో అలాగా
ఎవరి చేత అయితే అది రథం ఎక్కబడిందో అతను ఊఢరథః. ఎందుకంటే అదర్వైజ్ ఆల్ ద ఫస్ట్ 2 words usually will be in prathama vibhakti only. If you see ఊఢః రథః ఏన సహ, here ఊఢః and రథః are in prathama. Fine. Look at uddhritah odanah yasyah sa. Here yasyah is in Shashti Vibhakti or Panchami Vibhakti. But Uddhritaha Odanaha, that is again in Prathama Vibhakti only. So the first 2 words usually will be in Prathama Vibhakti only. Okay, in Samanadhikarana, especially in Samanadhikarana Bahuvrihi, the first 2 words means, or the 2 words of the Samasta Padam will be in Prathama Vibhakti only. The later part only will change. So from that sthali means here sthali is the one. So uddhrita means again pongadam kada. Odanaha means when you are cooking the rice, it boils and the boiling comes up. So the vessel from which the rice is boiling upwards, or where it is boiling. So here it is yasyaha is in Panchami Vibhakti. Patitani parnani yasmat saha. Here also from which the leaves are falling. So here patitani parnani again are in prathama vibhakti only. So if you notice, all those words will be in prathama only. So the classification is based on that yasmat, yasyaha, yaya, yena. That indicates the kind of samanadhikarana bahuvrihi. Okay. So, Arudham Yanam Yena Saha. So, one of you can read. Shastri Mahodaya, Patitum Ichchati va?
महोदय आरूढं यानं येन सह आरूढयानः कृतं भोजनं येन सह कृतभोजनः प्रविष्टा शाला येन सह प्रविष्टशालः अधीतं काव्यं यया सह
Adhita Kavya.
ఇది కూడా తృతీయ విభక్తి కదా యయా కూడా
తృతీయ విభక్తి ఏవ. ఎవరి చేత అయితే కావ్యం చదవబడిందో ఆమె.
స్త్రీలింగం. ఓకే. అధీతం కావ్యం యయా సా అధీత కావ్య. ధృతాని పుష్పాని యయా సా ధృత పుష్ప. ఉద్ధతః ఓదనః యస్యా సా ఉద్ధతౌదనా స్థాలి.
ఉద్ధతౌదనా.
పతితాని పర్ణాని యస్మాత్ సహ పతితపర్ణః వృక్షః. గలితాని పుష్పాని యస్యా సా గలితపుష్పా లత. చిత్రాః గావః యస్య సహ చిత్రగుః. చిత్రాః గావః అంటే షష్ఠీ విభక్తి కదా. ఓకే. అంటే అనేక రకములైన ఆవులు ఉన్నాయి. చిత్రాః గావః.
చిత్రాః గావః యస్య సహ చిత్రగుః means cows which have some patterns like the colors. అంటే మచ్చలున్న ఆవులు అని.
रूपवती भार्या यस्य सः रूपवद्भार्यः पूर्वपदे पूर्वोद्भावः पूर्वपदे पुंवद्भावः ओके रूपवती
Okay. Rupavati bharya yasya saha rupavat bharyah. So here purvapade pumvat bhavaha is given, right? So basically what that means is there is a niyamam given. So on the page number 19, prishte niyamam pashyantu. So if you all turn to page number 19, there we have page number 19, the first rule. Pumvat bhavaha is given. Okay, niyamaha. Karmadharaye samanadhikarana bahuvrihau cha purvapadam strilinge vidyamanam sat bhashita pumskamapi yadi bhavati tarhi pumlingavat rupam prapnoti. Bhashita pumskam means, what it means is a word which can be taken in both Strilinga and Pumlinga, where the meaning is still the same. So, say for example, Ajaha, Aja. So Ajaha means goat, Aja also means goat. One is Pumlinga, the other one is Strilinga, a she goat and a he goat, right? But the same word is there in both lingas. Only for some cases that will happen. Not for everything that will happen. For some cases it will happen. So in such words are called bhashita pumskam. Words which have the same form in both lingas. Okay, that is called bhashita pumskam. And such a word, if it is there in bahuvrihi, samanadhikarana bahuvrihi, or in a karmadharaya samasa, in the purva padam, then pumlingavat rupam prapnoti. So even in this case, if the strilinga word is being used, it will be taken the pumlinga form. So here, if you look at the shabda, rupavati bharya yasya saha. So rupavati, the pratipadikam for both pumlinga and strilinga is rupavat. Okay, in strilinga it becomes rupavati, in pumlinga rupavan. Okay, so here the Rupavati will be taken in the Pumlinga form. So Rupavat Bharyaha. Rupavati Bharyana. Rupavat Bharyaha. So that is how that is what it means. Purvapade Pumvat Bhavaha. In the Purvapada, Pumvat Bhavaha means the Pumlinga form is taken. And it does not happen with everything, only for words which have the same form in the Pumlinga and the Strilinga, we can do that. Ganga bharya yasya saha. Ganga bharyaha. Okay. Here again that did not apply. If we look at the footnotes, Ganga shabdaha bhashita pumskaha na. Ataha na pumvat bhavaha. Now Ganga does not have a relative pumlinga word. Ganga is always strilinga. It does not have a masculine version like Ajaha. Ajaha is the masculine version of Aja. Like that, this does not have. Hence, that Pumvat Bhavaha does not apply here. Ganga Bharyaha. Sarva Priya Yasya Saha. Sarva Priyaha. Here, Sarva Shabda is used in both. Priya Shabda also is used in both. So, there we can again apply. So, Sarva Priyaha. Pachika Bharya Yasya Saha. Pachika Bharyaha. So, here again, for the Ka Shabda of the Strilinga, na kopadhayaha. Kopadhayaha striya na pumvat. Kopadhayaha means ka upadhaya. That is the padavibhaga. So ka upadhaya means the last, in a word, you have to take the last vowel and whatever follows that last vowel, including the last vowel. Say, for example, if we take a simple word as Govinda, there the last word is a vowel itself. So only that last vowel will be dropped. But if there is a word which has like Rajan, say for example Rajan, there what is the last vowel? Akara, which is following the Jakara. But the Akara is again followed by Nakara. So here Upadhaya means that Akara and Nakara. Those two together are called Upadhaya of a word. Okay. So the last vowel and whatever follows it. Sometimes it can be only the vowel, then only that vowel, that whatever rule we are talking will be applied only to that vowel. But if it is followed by any other consonants, then the whole of them will be considered as Upadhaya. So na kopadhayaha. Kopadhayaha striya na pumvat. Means ka upadhayaha striya na pumvat. So what does that mean? A strilinga padam having a ka in the upadhaya, the ka varga, the kakara, okay, will not take pumvat bhavaha. It will not take pumvat bhavaha. So pachika bharya yasya saha pachika bharyaha only. It will not be pachika bharya. It will be pachika bharyaha. Pachika here ka is there in the upadhaya. So
Mahodaya, Upadaya means?
Upadaya means, that is what I was explaining, the last vowel and whatever follows it. Okay. Of a word. So here, because if the kakara is there in the last part of a strilinga shabda, then the pumvat bhava does not apply. Why? See here, pachika is again a what is it called? Bhashita pumsakam. Bhashita pumsakam means a word which has the same pratipadikam in strilinga and pumlinga. Now pachakaha, pachika, right? They are almost the same. But still, this does not apply. The pumvat bhava does not apply to those strilinga words which have kakara in the last part, in the upadmaniyam, not upadmaniyam, sorry, upadaya. Okay, so pachika bharyaha eva. Vayakarani bharya yasya saha. Vayakarana bharya. Here the kakara is not there in the upadha. Okay, so again the pumvat bhava applied. So vayakarana bharya. The ikaranta or akaranta of the strilinga is not there because of the pumvat rule. Sukeshi bharya yasya saha. Sukeshi bharyaha. Now here there is another rule. Swangat chetaha. Okay, this is another Paniniya Sutra, and what it means is Sva angat yaha ikaraha tad anta strina pumvat. So basically ikaranta strilinga padam, and it should also indicate an anga of the body, will not get the pumvat bhava. Here, what is the word keshi, keshaha, right? So keshaha is hair. So it is a part of the body and it is in ikaranta. So ikaranta strilinga shabda and also indicating the part of a body will not get pumvat bhavaha. So sukeshi bharya yasya saha sukeshi bharyaha eva, not sukesha bharya. Okay, it will not get the pumvat bhava. Patvi bharya yasya saha patu bharyaha. Here patvi is again an ikaranta strilinga shabda, but it is not indicating any body part. Patu means like capable, very strong or capable or able to do a lot of things. So a wife who is very capable, he who has a wife who is very capable. So here patu bharya. So the patvi became patu, means pumvat bhavaha applied. Why? Because it is not falling under the sutra swangat chetaha, nor any of the other sutras. So the pumvat bhava applied. Dhrida bhaktihi yasya saha. Dhrida bhaktihi. So here again, actually atra na pumvat bhavaha dhrida bhaktihi iti tu samanye napumsakam ashritya dhridam bhaktihi yasya saha iti vyutpadyah. Okay, normally it should have been dridam bhaktihi yasya saha, but here this is again a special case, and drida bhaktihi yasya saha, drida bhaktihi only. Pumvat bhava is not applying there. These are all special cases, and for everything there will be an explanation why it is not happening. Or maybe sometimes there will not be any explanation because it is based on the usage of the rishis. Okay, how it has been used, that is only taken. The goal of Paniniya Sutras is to find a pattern for all this and state, and he makes a rule based on the patterns that are found. Anantaram, Vishale Akshini Yasya Saha, Vishalakshaha. Now this one, Vishalakshaha, Nirgataha Vrittehe Nivrittihi, Nivrittihi Dharmaha Yasya Saha, Nivritti Dharma. Viraha Purushaha Yasmin Saha Vira Purushaha, Gramaha. Vishale Akshini Yasya Saha.
వివచనం కదా అక్షిణి
Yes, yes,
వివచనం
correct.
విశాలే ద్వివచనం.
Correct. So Vishalakshaha. So all these are come under Samanya Bahuvrihi. And then Vyadhikarana Bahuvrihi. Samana Vibhaktiantayoho Samase Samanadhikarana Bahuvrihi iti uchyate. Vibhinna Vibhaktiantayoho Samase Vyadhikarana Bahuvrihi iti kathyate. So here if you see, like how we discussed earlier, Udaha Rathaha, both are in Prathama Ekavachana. Arudham Yanam, Prathama Napumsaka. Dhritani Pushpani, Napumsakam Bahuvachana Prathama Vibhakti. But whatever Vibhakti, they both are in the same Vibhakti. Ganga Bharya, both are in Prathama Vibhakti Strilinga. So basically both the words are in the same Vibhakti. So Samanya Bahuvrihi or Samanadhikarana Bahuvrihi, because both of them are the
समानाधिकरणे षण्णां भिन्न भिन्न समासस्य नामानि कानि?
Samanadhikarane, what are the different kinds you are asking of?
What are the names of those 6 varieties? Samanadhikarana, you said there are 6 varieties or 6 kinds of samasas. What are their names? There should be some name for each.
The names will be based on the vibhakti that is used only. Like Yena, Udaha, Rathaha, Yena Saha, Trutiya Samanadhikarana Vaktum Shaknoti. But they are not usually labeled in that way. They are all referred to as Samanadhikarana only. We just have to identify only the vibhakti difference, but they are not particularly stated by the name like in the Tatpurusha Samasa. But they go based on vibhakti of that Yasaha and all. Bhagini.
Ekam sandeham. Nivrittihi dharmaha yasya saha. Nivritti dharma అని వచ్చింది. మామూలుగా యస్య సహా అని వస్తే పుంలింగమే వస్తుంది కదా, నివృత్తి ధర్మః అని అన్నిటికీ అలాగే.
So ఒక్కొక్కసారి when a samasa takes place, it will undergo some change and nivritti dharman శబ్దం అయి ఉండొచ్చు.
ఓకే, నివృత్తి ధర్మను నివృత్తి ధర్మ అని వచ్చిందంటారా? ఓకే.
How Rajan will become Raja. So sometimes the samasa, because of certain prakriyas, it will form a different anta.
ధన్యవాద భగిని.
Anantaram. So Vyadhikarana Bahuvrihi. So here in Vyadhikarana Bahuvrihi, the 2 words will be in different vibhaktis. Gada Panau Yasya Saha. Gada, Prathama Vibhakti. Panau, Saptami Vibhakti. So Gada Panau Yasya Saha. He who has the Gada in his hand. Gada Panihi. Ganduhu Kanthe Yasya Saha. Gandukantaha. Sorry, Gadu. Gaduhu kanthe yasya saha gadukantaha. Gaduhu. Ityukte grivadigatah durmamsa golaha. Gaduhu means
కంటి
గడ్డలు
కంటి
అంటది అంతే కదా కంటి
Gaduhu means what?
Gadu. Sorry.
మనం గడ్డ అని అంటాం కదా తెలుగులో అదేమో.
గడుహు అంటే ఇక్కడ ఏమని ఇచ్చాడంటే సంథింగ్ దట్ ఈస్ ఏదో ఒక చిన్న అడ్డులాగా.
బంప్ బంప్ అంటారు కదా అలా.
బంప్ లాగా. ఇట్ ఈస్ మోర్ లైక్ అ బంప్. ఒక చిన్న గడ్డలాగా అనుకోండి, ఒక చిన్న ఇదిలాగా. సో గడుహు కంఠే యస్య సహ గడు కంఠః. గడుహు ఇత్యుక్తే గ్రీవాదిగతః దుర్మాంసాగోళః. అదే దుర్మాంసాగోళః మీన్స్ when there is accumulation of unhealthy cells, then only a lump is formed many times, right? So that lump contains cells which are not healthy. So durmamsa golaha. Golaha means round. So anything that is shaped round. So a lump. Bhale chandraha yasya saha. Bhala chandraha. He who has Chandra on his forehead. Chandraha maulau yasya saha. Chandra maulihi. So here again Chandraha prathama vibhakti, maulau saptami vibhakti. Bhale saptami vibhakti, Chandraha prathama vibhakti. Gaduhu prathama vibhakti, Kanthe saptami vibhakti. Visham kanthe yasya saha. Visham prathama vibhakti, Kanthe saptami vibhakti. Kanthe kalaha yasya saha. Kanthe kalaha. So here again footnotes is given. Atra dhrida bhakti aluk samasaha ayam. Fifth one. Kanthe kalaha yasya saha. Kanthe kalaha. In the Samastapadam also, Kanthe is there. Kantakalaha is not there. Normally in the Samastapadams, what happens? The
ప్రాతిపదికం వస్తుంది మొదట దానికి.
Pratipadikam of the Purva Padam is taken, right? But here Kanthe kalaha itself is the Samastapadam. So the Samastapadam, in the Samastapadam also, the Vibhakti of the Purva Padam is not lost. So aluk. Aluk means, look means lopa. Aluk means there is no lopa. So here there is no lopa of the samasa, the vibhakti pratyaya of the purva padam. That is why such samasas are called aluk samasa. Okay. Kanthe kalaha. Kalaha here means black. So he whose throat is black. Sankhyottara padaha. Avyaya, asanna, adura, adhika shabdaha sankheyarthakena sankhya shabdena samasyante. So an avyayam. Okay, avyayas or the words asanna. Asanna means near. Adura also means near. Adhika means more. Shabdaha sankhyeya arthakena means with another word which have the meaning of a sankhya. Sankhya shabdena samasyante. So basically any indeclinables, the words asanna, adura, adhika shabdaha, and if they are joined with another sankhya vachaka shabdas, and the final meaning of the compound word should also be of sankhya. Should also be of sankhya. Okay, so it will form a bahuvu. So let us look at some examples. Dashanam samipe ye santi te upadashaha. So here for this rule, sankhya Sankhya Vyayasanna Duradhika Sankhyaha Sankhye. That is the sutra which we discussed right now. And the next one is Sankhyottara Pada Samase Sarve Bahuvachanantaha Bhavanti. So if the Uttara Pada of a Samasa is Sankhya, then it will always be Bahuvachanam. Okay, so Upadashaha. That is the reason why all these words are in Bahuvachanam. So near close to 10. Dashanam Samipe Ye Santi Te. So sometimes when they ask how many people are there, around 10 people. We say no, around 10 people. So Upadashaha Janaha Santi. Like that you can say to indicate that. Vimshatehe Samipe Ye Santi Te Upavimshaha. Trimshatah Samipe Ye Santi Te Upatrimshaha. Alivelu Bhagini Patitum Ichchati va?
आं भगिनि चत्वारिंशतः समीपे ये सन्ति ते उपचत्वारिंशाः 50 समीपे ये सन्ति ते उपपञ्चाशाः 60 समीपे ये सन्ति ते उपषष्ठाः 70 समीपे ये सन्ति ते उपसप्तताः 80 समीपे ये सन्ति ते उपासीताः 90 समीपे ये सन्ति ते उपनवताः 100 समीपे ये सन्ति ते उपशताः 25 आसन्नाः आसन्न 25 30 अदूराः अदूरं 30
Adura Trimshaha. Aduram na.
अदूर 30 50 अधिकाः अधिक 50 सहस्रात् अधिकाः अधिक सहस्राः.
Atra again footnotes is given. Upadashaha ityadishu Dutch pratyayah bhavati tena ter lopaha yadyante vimshati bhavati tada ti ityasyaiva lopaha. Again, this also again talks about the pratyaya basically. And what is T? Tena ter lopaha is given. Ter lopaha means tehe lopaha. Tehe is in Shashti Vibhakti. The actual word is T. And what is T? Shabdasya antima ach varnat arabhya Shabdasya antima varnam yavat vidyamanasya amshasya T. Iti sanya bhavati. Okay. So like how Upadha I told, the last words, right? Like that, even T is also similar. The last vowel and all that follows. Antima ach varnat arabhya Shabdasya antima varnam yavat vidyamanasya amshasya T. Iti sanya bhavati. So here that T lopaha bhavati. Upadashaha ityadishu Dutch pratyayah bhavati. Tena ter lopaha. Because of that Dutch pratyaya, the lopa of the T will happen. Yadyante vimshati bhavati tada ti ityasyaiva lopaha. And if vimshati is there at the end, then the T lopa will happen. Of the vimshati words for vimshati. Say for example, pancha vimshatehe asannaha. Right? So asanna pancha vimshaha. The T is gone. The lopa of that happens. So again, for all these words, there will be so many rules for the endings. The changes, if you notice anything different, it is because again of certain rules of the pratyayas. Anantaram, Sankhyo Padaha. Sankheyarthakam, Sankhyeya Padam, Sankheyarthakena, Sankhyapadena Samasyate. So when two words which indicate numbers, when they join with each other, then also a Bahuvrihi Samasa forms. Like Dvauva Trayahava, Dvitraha, Trayahava Chatvaraha, Trichaturaha, Panchava Shatva, Panchashaha. So 2 or 3 people came, 3 or 4 fruits are there, like that. In that sense, if we want to use Dvitraha Trichaturaha, Panchashaha. In that way, we can use. Saha Purvapadaha. So here, footnote 8, Tena Saheti Tulya Yoge. That is the sutram. Tena Saheti Tulya Yoge. So the word Saha, which is used in the sense of together, can be joined with another word which is in Tritiya Vibhakti. And the word that forms is Bahuvrihi. Okay. So here, okay. Padma Bhagini, would you like to read those sentences?
सः पूर्वपदः सः इत्येतत् तृतीयान्तेन समस्यते पुत्रेण सह वर्तते इति सपुत्रः सः पुत्रः कुटुम्बेन सह वर्तते इति सकुटुम्बः सः कुटुम्बः कर्मणा सह वर्तते इति स कर्मकः लोम्ना सह वर्तते इति स लोमकः.
Okay. So here there is another footnote 9, which says Vopasarjanasya Bahuvrihehe Avayavasya Sahasyat Vikalpena. So Vopasarjanasya Va Upasarjanasya. Va indicates Vikalpena, means optionally. Upasarjanasya. So what does Upasarjana mean? Means that which is secondary. In Bahuvrihi, both words are secondary. Why? Because Pradhanyata Anya Padarthe Asti. Khalu? So both the words of a Bahuvrihi Samasa are Upasarjana only. Means optional or secondary. Not optional, it is secondary. So Va Upasarjanasya. So Sa is optionally used in place of Saha in a Bahuvrihi Samasa. And when the words are Upasarjana, means when they are secondary. So, so that is what this sutra means. In a samasa, in which all the words are Upasarjana, means a secondary, then sa is used instead of saha, sometimes. Vikalpena, again. Vikalpena. So, putrena saha vartate iti. Saputraha or sahaputraha. It can be used in both ways. Anantaram. Vyatihara Lakshanaha. Here the Tatra Tenedamiti Sarupe. That is the sutram here. Saptamyante Grahana Vishaye Sarupe Pade Tritiyante cha Praharana Vishaye Idam Yuddham Pravrittam Ityarthe Samasyate Karma Vyatihare Dyotye. Okay, we discussed what karma vyatihara is in the very beginning classes once. Okay, what does karma vyatihara mean? Karma here means action, not the karma padam. Vyatihara means having two meanings. So what does it mean? Karma vyatihara, what are the two meanings here? If one person is doing the work of another person, then also that karma is called karma vyatihara, that situation. Ekasya karyam yada kaschana anyaha karoti tada tasya vyatiharaha iti sanyam bhavati. Okay, when somebody is doing, like if you remember the story of a dhobi who has a donkey and a dog. Okay, the dog is not shouting or barking when a thief once tries to enter. So the donkey says, why don't you do your job? It is your duty to bark when the thief is trying to enter the house. So the dog is too lazy and he won't bark. So the donkey will bark or not bark, it will shout to wake up the master, to alert him about the thief. But then the master will come and beat him to death, thinking he is disturbing his sleep. So here the work that the donkey did is not his work. It is not his job. It is the dog's job. So in that case, karma vyatiharaha. Okay, that which is not his job, he is doing. So that is one meaning of vyatihara. Another is dvau manushyau parasparayoho samanam vyavaharam yada kurutaha tada api tasya vyatihara iti sanyam bhavati. So two people, when they are doing the same samanam vyavaharam yada kurutaha parasparayoho means with each other. Imagine a dvandva yuddham. Dvandva yuddham is fighting with your hands. So both are doing the same job, but mutually, parasparayoho. Then also that kind of work is also called vyatihara. So karma vyatihara. These are the two meanings. Now let us see what is being told here. Saptamyante grahana vishaye sarupe pade trutiyante cha praharana vishaye idam yuddham pravrittam ityarthe samasyate karma vyatihare dyotye. So karma vyatihare means here we have to take the second sense. Means when two people are doing the same kind of work against each other. So here, and if it is taken in the Saptami, if the words are in Saptami, then Grahana Vishaye means you have to understand that each of them are holding that. Like Kesheshu Grihitva Idam Yuddham Pravrittam. So two people are fighting with each other. Karma Vyatihara is there. But how are they fighting? By grabbing each. This person is grabbing the hair of the other person is grabbing the hair of this person. So the Saptami Vibhakti indicates grabbing, Grahanam. Okay, Grahanam Suchayati. If the words are in Trutiya, then it indicates Praharana. Like Dandaihi Prahritya Idam Yuddham Pravrittam. So they are fighting. How are they fighting? By hitting each other with danda. Earlier also they were fighting, but how are they fighting? By holding each other's hair. Okay. Mushtibihi prahritya idam yuddham pravrittam. So mushtibihi. So they are striking each other with their mushti. So here that is why Trutiya Vibhakti. Trutiya Vibhakti indicates striking. Saptami Vibhakti indicates grahanam. Bahau grihitva idam yuddham pravrittam. So grabbing the hands, holding the other person's hand and twisting it or whatever. In that way they are fighting. Vyatihara lakshanasya sarvani udaharanani avyayani bhavanti. Okay. So all these are avyayas. Kesha keshi, danda dandi, mushti. Bahu bahavi. Okay. So here again there is another rule for that in mushti. That first mushti is getting dirgha. For that also there is another sutra. That is the reason why it gets a dirgha there. Though the actual mushti shabda has hrasva ikara, the first word gets the dirgha because of another sutra. So we shall stop the Samasa book here for today, and let us look at the Geetha Pravesha Pustakam of Bahuvrihi.
Mahodaye, Dandaihi, ye vibhakti anta?
Trutiya kada, Dandaihi. Ramai. Trutiya Bahuvachanam.
అయితే ఇద్దరికి బహువచనం వాడొచ్చా? ఒకరితో ఒకరు యుద్ధం చేసి
అంటే కర్రలతో కొట్టుకుంటున్నారు అని.
కర్రలతో. ఓకే.
So when they are using more than one stick, dandaihi. Maybe they are using more than one stick.
ఓకే.
మహోదయే బాహు అంటే ఇది సప్తమి వస్తుందా?
Correct.
ధన్యవాదాలు.
So grahanam, it indicates grahanam, means they are holding, this person is holding the hands of the other person, arms of the other person is holding the arms of this person, and they are fighting.
ద్వివచనం కదా బహు.
అక్కడ కూడా రెండే ఉంటాయి కదమ్మా.
So bahuhu kada.
బాహుః.
రెండిటిని ఒకటేసారి పట్టుకున్నారా లేదా అనేది మళ్ళీ చూడాలి. So it all indicates, again, like I said, like I always say, by writing the Vigraha Vakyam, you can express what you want to tell. Ippudu dandaihi, by using Bahuvachana there, they are indicating that those people are fighting with more than one stick. If they write it as dandena, then each of them is holding only one stick. Similarly, here bahau means they are used it in ekavachana. So this person maybe is just holding the other person's hand. Ipudu mana, there will be this thing, no? You sit at a table and both of you will put your right arm. You should not use your left arm. Only with your right arm, the other person also right arm. You sit opposite and you try to pull down the other person's arm. You know that game?
Yeah.
There you are using only one hand and you're still fighting with each other, whether it is for fun or serious. You can take it in that way.
Oh.
Okay, so what you want to express, that is why we have to be very careful when we are writing the Vigraha Vakyam, because the meaning can be changed depending on how you write the Vigraha Vakyam. But we have to be clear on what we want to indicate if we are writing. So when we are using a Samasta Padam also, and the Vigraha Vakyam for the Samasta Padam. First. So Anantaram, Lalita Bhagini.
Mahoday.
135 page number, Geetha Pravesha. Okay.
Okay, 135. Ahankara విమూఢాత్మ అదే కదా మేడం.
అదే.
ఏతేషు గీతా శ్లోకేషు స్థూలాక్షరైః ముద్రితాని పదాని పరిశీలయత బహువ్రీః సమాసః స్థితప్రజ్ఞస్య కా భాషా సమాధిస్తస్య కేశవ స్థితదీః కిం ప్రభాషేత కిమాసీత వ్రజేత కిం దుఃఖేష్వనుద్విగ్నమనాః సుఖేషు విగతస్పృహః వీతరాగభయక్రోధః స్థితధీర్మినిరుచ్యతే యోగయుక్తో విశుద్ధాత్మా విజితాత్మా జితేంద్రియః సర్వభూతాత్మభూతాత్మా కుర్వన్నపి న లిప్యతే ఏతాని బహువ్రీః సమాసస్య ఉదాహరణాని సంతి. స్థితప్రజ్ఞస్య అవి
చదవండి, అది కింద విగ్రహ వాక్యాలు ఇచ్చాడు కదా, అవి కూడా ఒకసారి చదవండి.
అలాగే. యతోదాహరణం రిక్తస్థానాన్ని పూరయత. ఉదాహరణం అనుద్విగ్నం మనః యస్య సహ అనుద్విగ్నమనాః స్థితాప్రజ్ఞా యస్య సహ స్థితప్రజ్ఞః విగతాస్పృహా యస్మాత్ సహ విగతస్పృహః రాగశ్చ భయం చ క్రోధశ్చ రాగభయక్రోధాః వీతాః రాగభయక్రోధాః యస్మాత్ సహ వీతరాగభయక్రోధః విశుద్ధః ఆత్మా యస్య సహ విశుద్ధాత్మా విజితః ఆత్మాయేన సహ విజితాత్మా జితాని ఇంద్రియాణి ఏన సహ జితేంద్రియః.
So all these are bahuvrihi samasa udaharanani. Sthita prajna. So for this also sthita prajna yasya saha. There sthita and prajna both are in strilinga, akaranta strilinga shabda. But the actual samasta padam sthita prajnaha, because it is indicating a person, a masculine person. In that way only you can understand the rest of the words. So here ragascha bhayam cha krodhascha raga bhaya krodhaha. So first one is iteretara dvandva, and after that vitaha raga bhaya krodhaha yasmat saha, from whom all these have been gone. Vitaraga bhaya krodhaha. So who does not have any of these, raga, bhaya and krodha, okay, that person is called sthitadihi. Okay. Kathamapi patitum ichchati va? Chadavandi, inka time undi. అయితే let us ask somebody else to read.
ధన్యవాదాలు.
సౌమ్య భగిని,
ఆం మహోదయ.
మీరు ఫస్ట్ పారాగ్రాఫ్ చదవండి.
ఏతాం ఏతాం కథాం సావధానం పఠత. ఉదయపురీం విశాలక్షణామక మహారాజः పరిపాలయతి స్మ.
విశాలాక్ష నామకః
విశాలాక్ష నామకः మహారాజः పరిపాలయతి స్మ. సః అతీవ అహంకారీ ఆసీత్. కదాచిత్ ఆరూఢరథేన తేన మృగయార్థం అరణ్యం గతం. తత్ర కశ్చన సన్యాసీ దృష్టః. సన్యాసీ నేత్రే నిమీల్య ఏకచిత్తః దేవం ధ్యాయతి స్మ. మహారాజः ధ్యానమగ్నం సన్యాసినం ఉద్దిశ్య సన్యాసిన్ బహూన్ దేశాన్ వశీకృత్య మయా సామ్రాజ్య విస్తారణం కృతం అస్తి. వశీకృతాన్య దేశేన మయా అపారం కనకరాశిం సంగృహ్య భాండాగారం పూరితం. తతః ఆనీతాః బహ్వ్యః సుందర్యః విరాజంతే మమ అంతఃపురే. తథాపి మమ సంతోషः నాస్తి. కథం అహం సంతోషం ప్రాప్నుయాం ఇతి అపృచ్ఛత్.
ధన్యవాదः భగిని. అనంతరం శ్రీదేవి పఠితుం ఇచ్చతి వా? సుబ్బారావు మహోదయ.
అహం పఠామి భగిని.
పఠతు భగిని.
तुष्टित ध्यानः सः सन्यासी उन्मीलितनयनः सन् क्रुद्धः इव अवदत् यदा अहं म्रियते तदैव प्राप्तसन्तोषः भविष्यसि इति। ततः सः पुनरपि नेत्रे निमील्य ध्यानमग्नः अभवत्। महाराजस्तु अहो असम्बद्धप्रलापी अयं महाराजं माम् अपमानयति, तत् दण्डयामि एनम् इति मनसि विचिन्त्य निश्शङ्कं खड्गम् आकृष्य सन्यासिन् मारयितुम् उद्युक्तः अभूत्। सन्यासी अवदत्, अयि मूढ, अहम् इत्यनेन नायं जनः अभिप्रेतः, अपि तु भवदीयः अहंभावः। सः यदा म्रियते तदैव सन्तोषं प्राप्नोषि इति उक्तं मया इति। सन्यासिनः वचनं श्रुत्वा विदिताभिप्रायः राजा विगतगर्वः अभूत्।
Astu. So basically, all of you understood, right, the story?
Bhagini.
So let us look at the samasa words. Or prastutam, first we'll do the abhyasa. In that, automatically the samasa words are also covered. Surya Bhagini?
एतेषां प्रश्नानाम् उत्तरं लिखत। उदयपुरीं कः परिपालयति स्म? उदयपुरीं विशालाक्षनामकः महाराजः परिपालयति स्म। सन्यासी कं ध्यायति स्म? सन्यासी नेत्रे निमील्य एकचित्तः देवं ध्यायति स्म। त्रुटितध्यानः सन्यासी किम् अवदत्? त्रुटितध्यानः सः सन्यासी उन्मीलितनयनः सन् क्रुद्धः इव अवदत्। यदा अहं म्रियते तदैव प्राप्तसन्तोषः भविष्यसि इति। कः सन्यासिनं मारयितुम् उद्युक्तः?
महाराजः
महाराजः सन्यासिनं
सन्यासिनं मारयितुं
मारयितुम् उद्युक्तः सन्यासी किमिति महाराजस्य सम्बोधनम् अकरोत् सन्यासी अयि सन्यासी अयि मूढ अहम् इच्छनेन नायं जनः अभिप्रेतः अपि तु भवदीयः अहंभावः सः यदा नीयते तदैव संतोषं प्राप्नोषि इति उक्तं मया इति.
అయితే ఇక్కడ ప్రశ్నలో కేవలం ఏమని సంబోధించాడు అని ఉంది. సో సన్యాసి మహారాజస్య సంబోధనం అయి మూఢ ఇది అకరోత్ అని చెప్తే సరిపోతుంది. జస్ట్ సంబోధనం కిం ఇది అత్ర పృచ్చతి. కః విగత గర్వః అభూత్?
महाराजः
विगतगर्वः अभूत्. धन्यवादः. अनन्तरं चारी महोदय.
आं महोदय. रिक्तस्थानं पूरयतः कदाचित् तेन मृगयार्थम् अरण्यं गतम्. कदाचित् మహారాజేన
కానీ మహారాజే కాకపోతే ఆ మహారాజుని ఇక్కడ వేరేగా సంబోధించారు. చూడండి ఒకసారి ఫస్ట్ పారాగ్రాఫ్ లో.
ఉదయపురి విశాలాక్ష నామక మహారాజ విశాలాక్ష నామక అని చెప్పండి.
కాదు, తేన మృగయార్థం అరణ్యం ఆరూఢరథేన తేన మృగయార్థం అరణ్యం గతం. అనంతరం యదా
అహం మ్రియతే తదైవ ప్రాప్త సంతోషః భవిష్యసి.
ఉత్తమం. అనంతరం
మహారాజం మాం దీనికి వస్తలేదు
అదే పారాగ్రాఫ్ లో. అపమానయతి. మహారాజం మాం అపమానయతి అంటే he insulted me who am a king.
విదితాభిప్రాయః రాజా విగతగర్వః అభూత్.
उत्तमम् उत्तमं. धन्यवादः.
ధన్యవాదాలు.
अनन्तरं सुब्बाराव महोदय. सुब्बलक्ष्मी भगिनी.
एतानि पदानि सावधानं पठत. आरूढरथः, वशीकृतान्यदेशः, उन्मीलित महोदय.
उन्मीलितानि అది ప్రింటింగ్ మిస్టేక్.
ఓకే. उन्मीलितनयनः विदिताभिप्रायः एकचित्तः त्रुटितध्यानः प्राप्तसन्तोषः विगतगर्वः. एतेषां समस्तपदानां विग्रहवाक्यम् इदं भवति. आरूढः रथः येन सह. आरूढरथः एकं चित्तं यस्य सः. एकचित्तः. वशीकृताः अन्यदेशाः येन सह. वशीकृतान्यदेशः. त्रुटितं ध्यानं यस्य सः. त्रुटितध्यानः. उन्मीलिते नयने येन सह. उन्मीलितनयनः. प्राप्तः सन्तोषः यं सः. प्राप्तसन्तोषः. विदितः अभिप्रायः येन सह. विदिताभिप्रायः. विगतः गर्वः यस्य सः. विगतगर्वः. మహోదయ, ఇక్కడ విదితాభిప్రాయః అంటే మీనింగ్ అర్థం కాలేదండి.
విదితాభిప్రాయః అంటే ఆ అభిప్రాయము విదితమైంది అంటే తెలుసుకొనబడింది.
ఓ విదితం. అస్తు మహోదయ.
అంటే ఆ సన్యాసి చెప్పినది విన్న తర్వాత సన్యాసినః వచనం శ్రుత్వా విదితాభిప్రాయః రాజా విగతగర్వః అభూత్. అంటే ఆయన అభిప్రాయం ఏమని చెప్తున్నాడు అనేది అతను తెలుసుకోగలిగి గర్వం పోయిన వాడయ్యాడు.
అంటే వేత్తి అన్న దాని నుంచి వచ్చింది విదిత. అస్తు మహోదయ, ధన్యవాదాలు.
అనంతరం బహువ్రీహి సమాసః. ఇక్కడ ఆపుదామా? షల్ వి కంటిన్యూ? దెర్ ఇస్ ఓన్లీ 5 more minutes. We can just finish that part. Okay. శ్రీదేవి భగిని और అలివేలు భగిని చదివేశారు. లీలాదేవి భగిని
భగిని నేను చదవనా?
చదవండి
భగిని.
చదవండి. బహువ్రీహి సమాసః.
బహువ్రీహి సమాసః. ఏతాని వాక్యాని సావధానం పరిశీలయత. ప్రాప్త విద్యః సర్వత్ర కీర్తిం ప్రాప్నోతి. కృతభోజనః గాఢం నిద్రాతి. దత్తభిక్షః దాతారం స్తౌతి. కరెక్ట్ భగిని? పుష్పః.
क्षम्यतां महोदये, मम समीपे पुस्तकं नास्ति, क्षम्यताम्.
పతిత పుష్పః వనశోభాం న వర్ధయతి. పీతాంబరః వైకుంఠే నివసతి. బహుపండితా వారాణసీ జగత్ప్రసిద్ధా. తేషు వాక్యేషు స్థూలాక్షరే ముద్రితానాం సమస్తపదానాం విగ్రహ వాక్యం ఇదం భవతి. ప్రాప్తా విద్యా యం సహ ప్రాప్త విద్యః ఛాత్రః. కృతం భోజనం येन సహ కృతభోజనః పురుషः. దత్తా భిక్షా యస్మై సహ భిక్షః భిక్షుకः. పతితాని పుష్పాణి యస్మాత్ సహ పతితపుష్పः వృక్షः. బహవః పండితాః యస్యాం సా బహుతా పండితా నగరీ. నగరీ. ఏతాని సర్వాణి అపి బహువ్రీహి సమాసస్య ఉదాహరణాని. బహువ్రీహిః ప్రాయః అన్యపదార్థ ప్రధానః ఇతి లక్షణం పూర్వం ఉక్తమేవ. ఏతేషు ఉదాహరణేషు న పూర్వపదార్థస్య ప్రాధాన్యం నాపి ఉత్తరపదార్థస్య కింటు అన్యస్య ఏవ అర్థస్య. యథా చక్రపాణిః కథయతి ఇత్యత్ర కథనక్రియాయాః అన్యయః న చక్రేణ న వా పాణినా. అపి తు పాణినా చక్రం ధృతవతా నారాయణేన. పరం సహ నారాయణః న పూర్వపదార్థః నాపి ఉత్తరపదార్థః. స చ అన్యః ఏవ అర్థః. ఏవం
అన్యత్ర. ధన్యవాదాలు. సో ప్రాప్తా విద్యాయం సహ ప్రాప్త విద్యః. సో హీ హూ అబ్టైన్డ్ vidya. Okay, by whom the vidya is obtained, he. Kritam bhojanam yena saha. By whom the food was eaten or bhojanam was done. Datta bhiksha yasmai saha. datta bhikshaha. This is indicating bhikshukaha. And from whom he who obtained bhiksha. Patitani pushpani yasmat saha. Deni nunchaite, from which the flowers have fallen. Bahavaha panditaha yasyam sa. In which there are so many panditaha. In which, here it is indicating the nagari. Bahu pandita. So Bahu pandita is Visheshana to Nagari, Varanasi. Okay, it is a Visheshana to Varanasi Nagara. Bahu pandita means the Nagara has a lot of panditas. So it is called Bahu pandita because Varanasi is a Strilinga Shabdam. Bahu pandita also is in Strilinga. So Pitambaraha Vishnuhu. Patita Pushpaha Vrikshaha. So it is in Pumlinga. Datta Bhikshaha. He who has received bhiksha. Dhataram stauti. He praised the donor. Krita bhojanaha gadham nidrati. Krita bhojanaha purushaha. And he who has eaten. Prapta vidyaha. He who has obtained vidya. Okay. So as we have already discussed, Anyapada pradhanyata asti. Purvapadah na, Purvapadena na, Uttarapadena api na. Uttarapadasya api na. Astu. So we'll stop here.
మహోదయ దత్తాభిక్ష అనేది తీసుకోబడినదనే వస్తుంది అర్థమా?
భిక్షుకః అని ఇచ్చాడు కదా.
అవును, అన్నాడు కదా, ఎవరి నుండైతే తీసుకోబడినది.
కరెక్ట్. కానీ ఇక్కడ భిక్షుకః అని ఇచ్చాడు. దాతారం అని ఇవ్వాలి.
దాతారం అని ఇవ్వాలి
కదా. ఎందుకు అదే నేను ఇంతకటి నుంచి చూస్తున్నా. యస్మై సహ, ఫ్రమ్ హూమ్ ద భిక్ష ఇస్ టేకెన్.
యస్మై కదా,
యస్మై అంటే ఎవరి కొరకైతే ఇచ్చారో అని కదా మేడం.
ఎవరి కొరకైతే ఇవ్వబడిందో, ఎవరి కొరకైతే ఇవ్వబడిందో అతను
దత్తాభిక్ష.
ఏన కృతం భోజనం, ఎవరి చేతైతే భోజనం చేయబడిందో అతను. ఎవరయం ప్రాప్త విద్య, ఎవరికైతే విద్య ప్రాప్తింపబడినదో అతను. ఇన్ దట్ సెన్స్ వీ కెన్ సే
ద్వితీయ వస్తుంది.
ద్వితీయ విభక్తి. బై హూమ్ నాలెడ్జ్ ఇస్ అబ్టైన్డ్. టు హూమ్ అంటే ఇన్ లాంగ్వేజ్
ప్రాప్తించిందో ఎవరికి.
కరెక్టే. In Telugu, from Sanskritam, many times we can match the vibhaktis word to word, but in English sometimes it may or may not match. We have to go with the usage of that particular language. Okay, we can say in context to whom, kani by whom knowledge has been obtained. That sounds much better. Ante in English grammatically, whenever we are making translation, you must have studied in Kovida that we have to see the usage in that destination language also. We should ikkada dvitiya vibhakti undi kabatti akkada to vaadali ante akkada okkokasari English lo
avunu English lo tera vastundi.
Though it may not be wrong, sometimes usage wise it may not be correct. Okay, so by whom knowledge has been obtained, by whom food has been taken. And
తెలుగు సంస్కృతం ఒకలా ఉంటుంది కానీ ఇంగ్లీష్ లో వచ్చేసరికి మీనింగ్ వేరేగా వస్తుంది.
Different. Accordingly, we have to do the translation. Okay, otherwise the translation will not be very effective. So when you are studying, and you might come across this anytime. You can apply it vice versa also. Now you are trying to write it in English, but sometimes if you read an English sentence or Telugu sentence and you are trying to put it into Samskritam, you have to observe such things. In Samskritam, do we use that such kind of usage? Is it there or not? Or for that kind of usage, Samskritam might have a different phrase. సో అది చూసుకోవాలి మనం, లేకపోతే దట్ ట్రాన్స్లేషన్ విల్ నాట్ బి నైస్. ఓకే, అస్తు.
అస్తు మహోదయ,
ధన్యవాదాలు. For whom the bhiksha has been given.
మహోదయ, వారాణసి అన్న మనం తెలుగులో అయితే వారణాసి అంటాం కదా, నాకు దీర్ఘం వస్తుంది.
అవునవును,
వారాణసి ఇది కరెక్టేనా?
రెండు ప్రయోగాలు చూశాను. సో బోత్ కెన్ బి యూస్డ్. వారణాసి ఆల్సో వి హావ్ సీన్, వారాణసి ఆల్సో ఐ హావ్ సీన్. సో ఐ థింక్ బోత్ ఆర్ దేర్. అస్తు
మహోదయ, ఇక్కడ కృతం భోజనం ఏన సహా కృత భోజన అంటే అక్కడ కూడా బై హూమ్ అనే వస్తుంది కదా?
కరెక్ట్.
ధన్యవాదాలు.
ధన్యవాదాలు. శాంతి మంత్రం.
సర్వే భవంతు సుఖినః, సర్వే సంతు నిరామయాః, సర్వే భద్రాణి పశ్యంతు, మా కశ్చిద్ దుఃఖభాగ్ భవేత్. ఓం శాంతి శాంతి శాంతిః. ధన్యవాద భగిని, నమస్కారः.
ధన్యవాదాలు.
ధన్యవాదాలు మహోదయ.
ధన్యవాదాలు.